The transformation you have undergone is not something that requires a justification to those who are still comfortable being average. You have spent countless hours in the dark refining your mind and your body into a precision tool designed for total victory. This version of you is often misunderstood by people who prefer the safety of their own limitations over the heat of real growth. They see your focus and your drive as something dangerous because it reminds them of the potential they chose to abandon long ago. You must realize that your evolution into a high performer is a necessary step to claim the life you have always envisioned. Standing at the top requires a spirit that refuses to settle for the scraps of a standard existence. To max out your human stats, you must be willing to push past the boundaries that society has placed on your physical and mental capacity. Most individuals are content with functioning at a small fraction of what they could actually achieve if they were pushed to the limit. You have decided to reject this path of least resistance in favor of a life that demands everything you have to give each day. This level of intensity is what forges a character that can handle the weight of an empire without breaking under the pressure. Every session in the gym and every hour of deep study is a brick in the fortress of your new identity. You are becoming a person of substance who cannot be ignored by the world. The ruthlessness you now possess is not about harming others, but about being uncompromising with your own standards and your own goals. You have stopped making excuses for why you cannot work harder or why you need to take a break from your primary mission. This internal discipline is the hallmark of a leader who has decided that their time is more valuable than any temporary distraction. When you decide to be the best version of yourself, you are essentially declaring war on the version of you that was lazy and unfocused. This conflict is the only way to ensure that the strongest parts of your soul are the ones that survive the fight. You are building a legacy of action. Consider the reality that the world is shifted by people who were bold enough to embrace their own intensity without asking for anyone's permission. You do not owe an explanation to anyone for the speed at which you are moving toward the peak of your mountain. The confusion of the crowd is a sign that you are operating at a frequency that they cannot yet understand or replicate in their own lives. You must protect your energy and your focus from the corrosive influence of those who want to drag you back down to the valley. Your life is a masterpiece that is being painted with the blood and sweat of your own relentless and powerful labor. Physical dominance is a foundational part of your evolution because it gives you the energy and the presence required to lead with authority. When you train your body to its absolute limit, you are teaching your mind that there are no obstacles that can stop your forward movement. This connection between the physical and the mental is the secret weapon of the elite who find their rhythm in the middle of a struggle. You are creating a vessel that can carry the massive weight of your ambitions without failing when the stakes are at their highest level. A sharp mind requires a sharp body to execute the tasks that will eventually change the direction of your whole life. Your mental capacity must also be pushed to the extreme so that you can see the patterns and the opportunities that others miss entirely. This means consuming knowledge with a hunger that cannot be satisfied and applying it with a precision that borders on the divine today. You are not just learning for the sake of knowing facts, but for the sake of becoming a more effective instrument of change. The ability to think clearly under pressure is a skill that is earned through the constant exposure to difficult and complex problems in the real world. By mastering your own mind, you are gaining the keys to the kingdom of your own destiny and future. The social cost of your rise is a price that you must be willing to pay without a single moment of regret or deep sorrow. You will find that as you become more capable, you will naturally lose the connection with people who are content with a life of quiet safety. This distance is not a sign that you are doing something wrong, but a sign that you are ascending to a higher level. You cannot carry the weight of the uninspired into the realm of the elite, where every ounce of energy must be used for the win. Be grateful for the space that is cleared in your existence, because it allows you to fill it with people of substance. Every morning you wake up is an opportunity to add another point to your internal scoreboard and to move closer to your ultimate potential. You must treat your life like a high-stakes game where the only objective is to see how far you can actually go before the clock runs out. This perspective gives you the urgency needed to cut through the noise and focus on the work that actually moves the needle of your soul. You are not here to participate in the games of the average, but to define the rules of the world through your unique work. The world is waiting for you to show up with the full force of your absolute drive.